All right, Shalom. This is Power Thumb of the Great Millstone Houston Camp. Back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All right, to do another edifying lesson through the spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, blessings, salutations unto the elect, starting with the 144,000 men, prophets, that's preaching this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, and the innumerable multitude, all right, which is also a part of the elect, which consists of men, women, and children of the nation of Israel. All right, Yahweh's, whom the world ignorantly called God, He is the power, all right, of the nation of Israel. Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, and He is the Savior and the deliverer of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Now, in this lesson, I will be getting to Esau and his slavery, which he will serve. Okay, and Esau, he has a nation of people. Okay, his descendants, which today are called the Edomites. All right, and they go after the name of, different names, but generally so-called white people. All right, you got the American Edomites, you got the European Edomites, you got the Russian Edomites. These are all Edomites, okay? And not all of them, because you have Israel scattered in the midst of all nations, but generally and more dominantly, these Edomites go by the so-called white race. They are the so-called white race. All right, and their future is slavery. Okay, no matter how many men that are set up to go against the truth of the gospel. All right, the Most High word is going to be fulfilled. So this is I want to start here in Romans 9:11, and it reads, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David." So in the heading it says right here, the restoration of Israel. So when the Israelites are restored, okay, put back into their kingdom, all right, over the rulership of the world, like this is going to be taking place. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, all right. And David, he was what? King over all the 12 tribes. So right now, the 12 tribes of Israel are being built back up as, I speak, all right, through the teachings of Abba Bivens and his followers, okay, and those teachings went down to our apostles and our elders of the great millstone and down into us. And this is the tabernacle of David, okay, being built back up. And along with these other groups as well, we believe here at the Great Millstone that the Most High, Yahweh through His Son, Yahweh Shah, has some of His elect amongst these other camps. And any other elect in these other camps will ultimately, okay, at the end of the day, believe in the true gospel, the true doctrine, all right? So Amos 9:11, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. So closing up the breaches is bringing the tribes back together. Okay, for a long time, okay, it was just beef amongst tribes, even amongst the northern kingdoms, Mexicans and, Zebulon, they generally don't even get along, which Zebulon is so-called like Panamanians, so-called I forget the names. Honduran, right? Honduran and these other names. I forget these different names. But yeah, they generally don't, get along. But now in these last days, the Most High, through the understanding of the scriptures, are closing up the breaches. It says, and I will raise up the ruins. Because we have been ruined, we have been destroyed because of, you know, different slaveries, mainly this slavery, which we completely discontinued from our heritage. And through the, not only the physical beating, but the mental, okay, beating as well. All right. Through different teachings, plantation Christianity being the main one, uh, Islam, and these, had it ruined us as a people. These um, captivities, mental and physical captivities have ruined us. It says, and will build it as in the days of old. All right, and I want to focus on as in the days of old. So when David was ruling, okay, let's get some of what was happening with Esau. Okay, when David was ruling, and the Most High say He's going to build it as in the days of old. So this is coming back, right? So let's get precept. And this is, let's see, 2 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 14. And it reads, well, I started at 13. 2 Samuel 8 and 13. And David gave him a name when he returned from smiting of the Syrians in the valley of Salt, being 18,000 men. And he put garrisons in Edom. All right, let's see what a garrison is. It's a military post. All right. It says 2 Samuel 8 and 14. And he put garrisons in Edom throughout all Edom put he garrisons. Let's look up this, okay, word garrison in the King James Bible Dictionary. Garrison. Right, so garrison, it reads a station, a place where one stands, in a military or fortified post. So you had Esau, okay, put it into boxed in, so to speak, okay, put garrisons in Edom. And who occupied the Edomites in that territory? The Israelites did, okay, with our military. All right. So we had Esau, okay, like he has these nations in us today. All right. They was under our control. All right. Under our military occupation. All right. It says, hence a military post. This word has also been explained to denote a pillar set up to mark the Philistine conquest. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, so basically that's what it is. Let's see if we can look up garrison. Let's see. Get a visual, you know what I'm saying? Military garrison. All right. Let's see some images. Yeah, here you go. A garrison. All right, that's one garrison. Just post around the Edomites' land. All right. So it'd be easier to control. It's one way in and one way out. All right. We put the niggas in jail. All right. In the time of King David. All right. All right. So that's pretty much all they gave us. That's good enough. All right. 2 Samuel 8 and 14. And he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom put he garrisons. And all they of Edom became David's servants. And Yahweh preserved David whithersoever he went. So it says that all Edom became David's servants. Now, when you look up this word servant, all right, you'll get the idea of somebody, playing a butler. But no, they was in bondage, okay, as we see this word right here. Bond made, and let's copy that, okay. But this word here is Ibad in the Hebrew, Ibad, and it says to serve, till, enslave, all right. And when you look up the word slave in the scriptures, all right, you get that word ibad as well, all right. And it says keep in bondage, be bondmen, bond servants, all right. A laborer, all right. And that's what you Edomites are going to do. You're going to be our slaves and you're going to work, all right. You're going to work your asses off. All right, now let's get prophecy on this. This prophecy back in the time of Genesis. This is Genesis 25 and 33, and the context of it is, which it says in the head and the birth of Esau and Jacob. All right, the birth of Esau and Jacob. It says, and Yahweh said unto her, let's get this. Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife. All right, this is Genesis 25 and verse 22. It says, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife. He prayed because she was barren, meaning she wasn't able to get, bear children. It says, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived, means she received his seed. It reached her eggs. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? So this struggle wasn't a light struggle. It's like, even as babies, they knew that they were enemies, okay? They was trying to rip each other. This just be speaking as a man, rip each other umbilical cord out. They was going at it with each other. Why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh, because there's a lot of rumbling. I know it was hurting her, and she inquired of Yahweh. She prayed, That's a scary thing, especially on a woman. Yeah, that's crazy. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So even in this scripture, we could never come together with these Edomites because we 2 different nations. And it says 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So you had a righteous and wholesome nation, all right, which is the Israelites, and you had a wicked demon nation, which devilish demon nation, all right, which are the Edomites, all right. It says that we were separated. We would be 2 different people. We would act 2 different ways, have 2 different characteristics, and the one people shall be stronger than the other. Now just look at Jacob compared to Esau today, the 12 tribes compared to the Edomites. Any Edomites you want, even the elite Edomites, physically, all right, them damn Russians. Them Russians ain't fucking with no Israelite. They ain't fucking with us. The Israelites. They ain't fucking with us, man. All right? They grow up hard and rough. And we grow up hard and rough, but not like those Russians. All right? Jake could be, middle class, you know. But Jacob be strong as hell. Still. All right? The Russians grew up strong. They grew up from kids learning how to whoop ass. But Jake is just born with it, you know, because we stronger. All right? And not only physically, but mentally as well. It says, the elder shall serve the younger. So who came out first? All right? Esau came out first. All right? Let's read it. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they call his name Esau, which is Aisha. All right, it's Aisha, which is a compound Hebrew word, which is wasted away is he. All right. Wasted away is he. Why? Because these Edomites don't have any melanin, no pigment in their skin. They're cursed with a curse of leprosy. All right. That's the mark the Most High put on these Edomites. All right. To let us know who Esau Edom is. Because he's red. All right. He's not white. All right. When they go out in the sun, or they get embarrassed, or they shamed. Okay, or they blushing. They turn red, man. All right. They're red. When they're cold, they're red. All right. It says, and after that came his brother, so he was the younger. All right. It says, and after came his brother, the younger, and his hand took on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So Isaac was 60 when he had Esau. And what did this represent when Jacob had the heel of Esau? All right. It meant this right here. Let's get it in the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, for Esau is the end of the world. All right. Esau is the end of the heathen ruler. All right. Referring back to the statue in Daniel, the 2nd chapter. In the vision that Nebuchadnezzar had in the 7th chapter. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is the end of the heathen ruler, and Jacob is going to follow up Esau rulership of the world. The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand of the questions Ezra asked thou not. So what did this represent? It represented that we, the Israelites, are going to snatch Esau out of power. All right? That's what it represented. All right? Let's get this Daniel 7 and 18. All right? Which this Daniel 7:18, this 7th chapter is beautiful. I love to read it. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So the promise that Abraham received went from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob. And then go to Esau. And what was the blessing that Abraham received? This was a part of the blessing. Okay, let me find this. Okay, so I need to probably change the color of this one because I like this preset right here. So like yes, I it's tripping. Yeah, it's definitely tripping. Yeah, it's not letting me color it. I don't know why not, but it says Romans 4:13 for the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith. So let's look up this word heir because the scripture said for the promise. So the promise went from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob that he should be the heir of the world. So Abraham was promised the rulership of the world. Okay, heir is this is a share by lot that is an inheritor, literally or figuratively implication, a possessor. Okay, so he will possess the world. Okay, and this is what coming. All right, the throne of David being built up, so the Israelites, okay, starting with the elect, the house of David can inherit the world, possess the world under Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Okay, and where is Edom going to play in all of this? Is he going to be saved? Well, let's read it again. This is Genesis 25:33. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, the elder shall serve the younger. The Edomites, okay, is the elder, and they're gonna Ibad the younger. They're gonna be enslaved, okay, by the younger. All right. Let's go to the blessing, right? That Isaac gave Jacob and Esau. All right. Let's go to the blessing. This is Genesis. Let's see. Put this here. What if they let me see? They let me highlight it now. I don't know why. Let me highlight it here. Okay. Let's go to Jacob blessing real quick. Yep. And this is Jacob blessing. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Okay. Genesis 27:29. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren. Okay. And let thy mother's son bow to thee. Who is, okay, Jacob's mother? All right. Rebecca. Rebecca. All right. And who's Rebecca's son? Esau. All right, you Edomites. So this is Isaac blessing Jacob. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. All right. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. So let's go down. All right. This is let's see. Let's okay. I'm trying to just make sure. This is this. I want to look up something real quick because I'm not finding what I'm looking for. This is Lord. Let's look at Genesis. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. Okay. 37. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So Salakia for that. That wait. This is okay, it ain't highlighting again. All right. This is Genesis 27 and 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord. Well, I'll start at verse 36. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, which you gave it away. You despised it, as the scripture said. And behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, how hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Okay. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I made him thy Lord. I made him ruler over thee. And all his brethren have I given to him for servants, for slaves. And his corn and his wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do unto thee, my son? All right. So this is Esau's end. Esau is going to serve us, okay? And I'm going to read this because this is in the end, all right? In the book of Revelation, all right? This is the revealing of what the role Esau is going to play, all right? It says, if any man have ear, let him hear this, talking about spiritual understanding. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And did not Esau lead us into captivity? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right. Let's look at the conquistadors, the so-called Christians, when they came over here to the so-called New World under the doctrine of discovery. All right. Let's look at what they did with this transatlantic slave trade. Okay. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And the saints are the Israelites. So the elect of the Israelites, they are waiting. Okay. We are suffering to receive the reward of our captives, okay, being our slaves. All right. And those that killed us with the sword being killed with the sword. All right. Now I'm probably make a part two. I don't want to make this too long. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Ruchakwadash Brakathum Shalom.